back to my channel, and thank you so much for stopping by. So I really love lemon. I've been cooking a lot with them. You can use them in savory dishes like baked chicken, something I've been doing a lot lately, or if you have a sweet tooth, you can also use it in baking. And in today's video, I'm going to show you how I make a lemon sour cream pound cake. If that sounds great to you, then stick around. I'll show you how I make it. But before we get started, please don't forget to like these videos so we can get noticed here on YouTube. Share these videos with everybody you know, and don't forget to subscribe. And thank you so much to all of my new subscribers. So enough talking, let's go ahead and get cooking. So I'm going to need 2 tablespoons of lemon zest, and I have my grater, and I'm just going to run my lemons over it, just taking off the skin. And you guys, you'd be surprised how much lemon flavor you get from the skin. It has all the essential oils, and it's going to make your pound cake taste so delicious. So my lemon zest is ready to go. I'm going to need some fresh lemon juice, so I'm going to squeeze out 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. I'm going to put 1 tablespoon in the cake batter, and I'm going to need 2 tablespoons for the frosting that I'm going to put on top of the cake. My lemon juice is ready to go, so I'm going to put together the wet ingredients. So in a large bowl, I'm going to add 1 stick of room temperature unsalted butter along with 1 cup of sugar. And definitely make sure your ingredients are at room temperature. It just makes it so much easier to blend like I'm doing right now. I just grabbed my hand mixer and I'm creaming together the butter and the sugar. So I'm ready to add 1 by 1 3 eggs, and again, these eggs are at room temperature. Basically, when you make this recipe, just leave everything out overnight. It just makes life so much easier. And from time to time, I'm just going to take a rubber spatula and just scrape the sides just to make sure that everything is mixed really well. Now I'm ready to add the 2 tablespoons of lemon zest. I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of fresh lemon juice, and this is where you're really going to smell that lemon aroma really come to life. It smells so good. And I'm going to finish off the wet ingredients by adding 2 teaspoons of vanilla, one of my favorite ingredients to bake with. And I'm going to take a rubber spatula again and just scrape the sides. And this is what it's supposed to look like, and we're going to put this to the side and get started on the dry ingredients. So in a medium bowl, I'm just going to measure out 1.5 cups of flour, and I put it in the strainer, and I'm just going to sift it because I just want to make sure that there are no lumps or bumps in the flour. And I'm just going to add 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. And quickly, I'm just going to grab a whisk and just mix all of the dry ingredients together. So now I'm ready to add the dry ingredients into the wet ingredients. I'm going to do it in batches of 3. So I'm going to put the first batch in first. And I'm also going to use 1/3 cup of sour cream, but right now I'm just going to put half of that. And I'm just going to grab a hand mixer and just mix everything together. I'm going to add the rest of the sour cream, and now I'm going to add the second batch of the dry ingredients into the batter, and then later on you're going to see me add the 3rd batch, and you just want to continue on this process until everything is fully incorporated. And at the very end, I'm going to add 1 cup of fresh blueberries, and before I put it in the batter, I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of flour and then toss it around, and this is what's going to keep them from sinking completely to the bottom of the pan. So you just toss them around and add them to the batter, and then you just take a rubber spatula and just fold them, everything in so that they don't break up, and they'll stay whole. So now I'm gonna prepare my loaf pan, and I believe this is like an 8x4 loaf pan, just a standard loaf pan, and I'm just gonna spray it down with some non-stick spray, or if you have some parchment paper to lay in there, you can do that as well, just so that it will be easy for you to lift it out after you've baked it. And I'm just adding the batter, and then you just want to take the rubber spatula and just smooth it out, just making sure that everything is nice and even, and you can even lick the spoon after you're done. So I went ahead and I preheated the oven at 325, and I'm going to bake it up between 55 minutes to an hour. And while that's baking, let's get started on the frosting. In a separate bowl, I went ahead and I melted 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter. I'm going to add a half a cup of powdered sugar, 2 tablespoons of fresh lemon juice that I squeezed earlier, a half a teaspoon of vanilla, and you just want to grab a whisk and just mix everything together. It's that easy. So after an hour of baking, this is what the pound cake looks like, and it's very important that you allow it to cool down for at least 10 minutes. And now I'm ready to drizzle that delicious frosting on top of the pound cake. And you guys, if you do make this pound cake, you absolutely have to make this dressing. It is that good and that delicious. And the only thing left to do is to eat and enjoy. You can have it with coffee in the morning, or with all that lemon, you guys, it will make a great summer dessert. And that is it, you guys. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. Share this video with everybody you know, and follow me, tag me on Instagram, take a picture. I would love to see it. And if you give this recipe a try, please let me know in the comment section down below and let me know what you think. Before you leave, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel by clicking that box you see right there. And if you want to see another video, go ahead and click that box you see right there. Until then, thank you so much for watching. I love and appreciate you all, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye-bye.